So the purpose of art is not to produce a product, but rather the purpose of art is to produce thinking. So the secret is not in the mechanics of the craft itself, but rather in the opportunities to open up channels to new ways of problem solving, new ways of thinking. So whether you are an artist or an architect or an sculptor, engineer, sales professional, or athlete, creativity is the mental dexterity by which to be able to change the game.
So some people play the game, others change the way the game itself is being played. Michael Jordan was actually one of those individuals. In fact, it's been said about MJ. Phil Jackson, Michael's longtime coach at the Bulls, said about Michael, he said, if you were to take away all of the marketing, all the glamour, all the glitz, all the hype, they said that Michael would have still dominated the game of basketball because of the mental edge that he had over the competition. Now, specifically what I was referring to was Michael's adaptive vision.
Our internal hard drives have almost been systematically programmed to avoid mistakes. However, if we are stigmatizing mistakes, it makes us afraid to be wrong. And if we are afraid to be wrong, we'll never come up with anything new. We'll never come up with any new or different or breakthrough ideas.
Because if we were to follow the trail of breadcrumbs from virtually any unmet goal, any unmet expectation, it would almost always lead back to, in some way, shape, or form, that of fear. So how do we proactively build adaptation and disruption into your successful model before it becomes reactive, reacting to the competition or the economics? Because again, what's a creative idea worth? What's the ROI on a disruptive strategy?
We need to push beyond our comfort zone if we want to grow. If we want to be an adventurer, we need to be prepared to be lost. If you want to get physically stronger or physically fit, you need to be prepared to face resistance. And if you want to be more creative, we actually need to be prepared to be wrong or to fail. Because growth and comfort cannot coexist.
Do not be afraid to fail. Failure is gonna happen. Failure is not the opposite of success, but rather it is part of success. It is part of your journey. It is part of defining what your purpose is truly going to be. It's what we do with those micro failures. How you react to those micro failures is what's going to dictate your future success trajectory.